शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्या सुमनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यं नत्वा कृतकृत्या स्युः तं नमामि गजाननम्। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां दधाना हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। उल्लङ्घ्य सिन्धोः सलिलं सलीलं यः शोकवह्निं जनकात्मजायाः आदाय तेनैव ददाह लङ्कां नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदः प्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षाद् रामायणात्मना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्क मरुद्गणेभ्यः। Sundarakanda, on seeing this word, we understand it to be the kanda of beauty. Normally, all other kandas in Ramayana are mostly named after the places. Ayodhya Kanda is called as Ayodhya Kanda since it happened in Ayodhya. Aranyakanda is called as Aranyakanda as it happened in the forest. Kishkindha Kanda is named after the cave city Kishkindha. So this is the style of Maharshi Valmiki, but Sundarakanda is named as Sundarakanda. Therefore, we understand, even according to the author, this kanda must be the most beautiful kanda. Therefore, this is called as Sundarakanda, a very significant and unique name. What is Sundaram in this kanda? Why it is called as Sundarakanda? So many things we can tell about why this kanda is Sundara. From Alankara point of view, Alankara means figure of speech. From Rasa point of view, from meter point of view, from story point of view, from the description point of view, enough of all these things. The main crux of this kanda is the pure devotion. And this devotion is Sundaram. That is why this kanda is called as Sundarakanda. Hanuman, we all know, is a multifaceted personality, a holistic personality. Generally, we see holistic personalities, they are found rarely in the world. We have so many heroes and heroines. They are well known for some quality. Harishchandra for Satyam, truth. Karna for Dhanam, charity. Yudhishthira for tolerance. Bhimasena for might or his vital energy. That is how it goes on and on. Even in the epics, the great epics, the holistic personalities are rare indeed. Hanuman is one of the holistic personalities. In Ramayana, Sita is a holistic personality. No doubt Ramachandra is holistic personality and Hanuman. In Mahabharata, in my view, Krishna is the only holistic personality. I don't see that holism in other characters. And when we come to Krishna and Hanuman, it's a very nice comparison. Both of them are not kings. This is interesting. Sri Ramachandra is a king. Draupadi is a queen. Sita is a queen. Yudhishthira is a queen. Okay. But the second hero of Ramayana, Hanuman, and in Mahabharata, the second hero, but appears to be the first hero, the Lord Krishna. Pandavas are the central figure of Mahabharata. Okay. Krishna and Hanuman, they are heroes, yet they are not kings. They are messengers. They are not employees. They don't work to get salary. They have no expectation. They work selflessly. Now, there is a popular term in management. It's a recent term, servant leadership. Hanuman is a servant leader. We may not be comfortable to call Krishna as a servant, but somehow Krishna represents servant leadership. This Bharatiyar, Tamil poet, a great Tamil poet, without a least of hesitation, just writes, Kannan en Sevakan. See, it's a very daring statement. Kannan en Sevakan. That's the title of a poem. Is it not a blasphemy? How dare he writes like that? Because he sees that selfless service, whoever does service is a servant. Nothing wrong in calling someone as servant who has selfless service. Dwarakatsa Rana Pandavang Ghari. Dwarakatsa Rana, the king of Dwaraka, remains as a servant in the house of Pandavas. Something Yaneshwar is singing like that. In fact, the king of Dwaraka itself is an imposition upon him. In reality, he is not the king of Dwaraka. Who is the king of Dwaraka? Ugrasena. But if I say Dwarakadhish, do you remember of Ugrasena? Anyone? No. Dwarakadhish means Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Please understand. Even though the king is Ugrasena, the Hanuman-like personalities, Krishna-like personalities are born leaders. They are not coronated leaders. They are not made leaders. Therefore, whether Krishna is crowned or not, Krishna is coronated or not, he is Dwarakadishwara. That's all. In the same way, Hanuman is a leader. He is not just a servant, he is a leader. Being capable of a leader, but taking the role of servant is the greatness of Hanuman. Is the greatness of Krishna too. Krishna goes as a messenger. Krishna goes, Krishna takes the role, plays the role of a charioteer. Yam manyase matuleyam priyam mitram suhurtamam akaro sachivam dhutam sauhrudat atasarathim. Bhishma says to Yudhishthira, my dear Dharmaputra, the great Paratatvam has become your Ammanji. How to translate Ammanji in English? Cousin. Okay, that's enough. We need not go to specific. Cousin, Matuleyam. When you saw Krishna first, you thought he is your cousin. Then Priyam, you have started to think Krishna as your well-wisher, friend, Mitram. And then the best friend, Suhruttamam. Then Akaro Sachivam, your minister. Krishna is made a minister because he is counseling Pandavas. They are asking advice from Krishna. Dhruvaste Vijayo Rajan Yasya Mantri Haristava. Akaro, because Sachivam has 2 or 3 meanings. Here the apt meaning is minister. That's why I quoted that sloka. Yasya Mantri Haristava. Sachivam. And then messenger, Dhutam. Sauhrudat Atasarathim. And charioteer. Krishna played all these roles for Pandava family. Yet, they all know that Krishna is greater than them. He may come as charioteer, he may come as messenger. They all know that Krishna is greater than them. Even as a charioteer, Krishna, while he is riding the horses, Arjuna did not think, I am the Yajaman of Krishna. I am the Lord of Krishna. Even though he orders Krishna to take the chariot and make it to stand in front of Bhishma and Drona, Kauravas. All of a sudden, when he becomes panic, he falls at the feet of the same Krishna. There itself. Not after some 50 chapters. Shishyasteham shadimam tam prapannam. I adore you. I take refuge in you. Oh my Lord, please guide me. Because I have got perplexed regarding dharma sandigdha chetaha. Let me take refuge in you. He is after all your charioteer. Why should you take refuge in him? In this way, Arjuna never felt. Because whether he is a charioteer or a messenger or a servant, the Lord is the Lord. That's all. He may even play in front of you like a child. Okay. He may be a child. He may be a lover. He may come as a servant. Anything he can do, but finally, he is the Lord. He is Paramatman. We are Jivatmas. Okay, that alone counts. Therefore, you become his mother, you become his yajaman, you become his guru, you consider him as a child. Whatever you do, you understand intuitively. I am moving with Bhagavan. I am moving with Ishvara. This is very interesting. Narada Maharshi is talking about this Tattva Jnana in Bhakti Sutram, in Narada Bhakti Sutra. Okay. Mahatmya Jnana Purvika Bhakti, he says. Coming back to the point, the same way, Hanuman may go sent by Jambavan, sent by Vanaras, but Vanaras intuitively know that Hanuman is greater than all of them. This is called as a servant leadership. In servant leadership, a leader voluntarily becomes a servant. Leader wishes to serve. Leader wishes to move with the people. This is servant leadership. In spite of the capability of being a leader, becoming calm, becoming composed, giving chances to others, not showing much of the potentials, and showing the potentials when it is relevant. This is servant leadership. These things we can see in Hanuman. With the very limited available time of an hour, not half an hour, of an hour, we can't definitely narrate the whole of Sundarakanda. Title is Sundarakanda. But let me tell you few things from Sundarakanda. Some drops. कुछ बूंदों सुंदरकांड से हम देखेंगे. Few drops of Sundarakanda, and it may allow my thought to flow. Okay, I'm not restricting planning. Okay, whatever comes in my lips, let me tell. That's all. Probably we can take the crux of Sundarakanda. When you see Hanuman's journey here, you can see all the capabilities of Hanuman. Buddhir balam yasho dhairyam nirbhayatvam arogata. Hanuman is wise. Hanuman is intelligent. There are people who are intelligent but they don't act. Hanuman is intelligent as well as dexterous. There are some people who are very intelligent but they don't have emotions at all. Hanuman is a very great intellect. He is emotional too. There are some people who may be very great jnanis like Jadabarada, but they may not be bhaktas. We can see the great bhaktas who may not be jnanis. But Hanuman is a very great jnani as well as a bhakta. You may see great saints. There are saints. But they may not wage war. They may not be soldiers. They are saints. You can see soldiers, they are not saints. But Hanuman is a saint as well as a warrior. This is called as holistic personality. Very rare personalities can be found like that. Hanuman wages war. But he is a very great jnani. He can sit very deeply in meditation, very deeply in his yoga. Hanuman is both dynamic as well as passive. Hanuman is both aggressive as well as submissive. He is a kind of potential energy. We all know his might. Such a mighty person, how he stands or sits in front of Rama. This is the way. He is sitting in front of Rama or standing in front of Rama with all his mights in his potential. Okay. They are there. But he is now ready. Always he is ready. For what? What is that passage? Ram kaj karibe ko atur. Hanuman ji atur hai. Hanuman ji is eager. Hanuman ji is keen. Hanuman ji is throbbing. to get some devotional service from Rama. Some order. He is expecting, he is waiting for the order coming from Rama. Okay. So Hanuman is meant for service, that's fine. But those who are ready to serve, they may not enjoy the Rama Rasa. Okay. They may arrange the chairs and this jamkana, all these things, but they may not sit and enjoy quietly Ramakatha. And those who enjoy Ramakatha, they may not arrange chairs and all. They will be shedding tears and sitting. But here you see Ram Kaj Karibe ko Atur, fir then Prabhu Charitra Sunibe ko Rasiya Ram Lakhan Sita Manu Basiya. Listening to the story of Rama, he plunges into that Rama Rasa. He not only arranges chairs and jamkana, devotional services are of two kinds. That is also bhakti. Arranging chairs, arranging jamkana, cleaning this place before this Ramakatha is also a kind of bhakti. After doing all these things, he leaves the place. That's all. Why are you not sitting in Katha? No. I have some other work. After the lecture, something is going to happen there. Therefore, I should clean that place and all. Service. Some people are active that way. And some people, they never get involved in services. They just sit reciting Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. But Hanuman does the both. Probably that is why Maharshi Valmiki is calling Sacharu Nana Vidarupadari. He has various forms. What does it mean? It's not that he is taking multiple forms in literal sense, but he has various facets. He is valorous, he is calm, he is submissive, he is aggressive, he is intellectual, he is emotional. All these things, in all these things, he is a hero. He is a matchless hero. He is great. But all these things don't define Hanuman. Please understand. They all may be found in Hanuman, but these things don't define Hanuman. While Hanuman returns from Lanka, on seeing the services done by Hanuman, Angada is extolling Hanuman. There Angada says, Angada while extolling, he is extolling his valor, his heroism, his might. All these things he extols. Aho viryam, aho dhrutihi. But before telling all these things, the first, aho swamini te bhaktihi. Aho viryam, aho dhrutihi, aho is an exclamation. Great, wow. Oh Hanumanji, your bhakti is great. Yes, he caught the point. And he got the point. Aho swaminite bhakti. Your bhakti is great. And following this bhakti, several other things are coming. Aho viryam. Your heroism is great. Your valor is great. Your might is great. Aho dhrutihi. Your courage is great. Your bravery is great. Your conviction is great. See, one single word has these meanings. Dhruti has three meanings. Conviction, courage, bravery. Viryam has three meanings. Might, although heroism, so on and so forth. Valor. Before extolling Hanuman in all these ways, the first point showed here by Angada is Aho Swaminite Bhakti. Wow! Your bhakti is great. And it is this bhakti which defines Hanuman. Please understand. All other things are there with him. But fundamentally, bhakti defines him. अष्टसिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता. अष्टसिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता. Hanuman ji blesses his devotees with 8 kinds of siddhis and 9 kinds of riches. Janaki Mata, Sita Devi gave this boon to Hanuman. Which boon? Which boon? Yes, Ashtasiddhi, Navanidhi, that's not the meaning. Yeah. If you closely observe the passage, Ashtasiddhi Navanidhi ke data, full stop. Hanuman is the giver of 8 siddhis and Navanidhis, 9 wealths to his devotees. Up to this is the stuti, hymn, dedicated to him by Goswami Tulsidas Maharaj. Tulsidas extols Hanuman in the first line, Ashtasiddhi Navanidhi ke data, which has no connection with the second line, Asuvardhina Janaki Mata. Janaki Mata gives this boon to Hanuman. Which boon? That comes in the third line. Ram rasayan tumre pasa sada raho Raghupati ke dasa. Ram rasayan tumre pasa. Janaki Mata. Okay. Since Hanumanji is sitting nearby Janaki Mata, she has hand like this. If Janaki Mata is here, in either way you can keep Janaki Mata. Okay, for both Dhyana Shlokam is there. If she is here, then her hand will be like this, towards Hanuman. Towards Hanuman, Janaki Mata will stretch her hand. Ram rasayan tumre pasa sada raho Raghupati ke dhasa. This is the boon given by Janaki Mata to Hanuman ji. May Ram rasayan always be with you. The elixir of Rama's tall virtues, Rama's auspicious virtues, be always with you. And may you be always the servant of Rama. Sadaraho Raghupati ke das. Sadaraho Patabeda. Sadaraho Raghupati ke dasa. Sadaraho, 2 kinds of recensions are there. Sadar means with prema, with love, with affection. May you be the servant of Sri Rama. May you be always the servant of Rama. 2 recensions are found. This is the boon given by Janaki Mata to Hanuman ji. This is beautiful. This defines Hanuman. This bhava or bhavana, bhakti, the pure devotion, this defines Hanuman. And if this pure bhakti is found, based on this bhakti, all other things can come. Dexterity, courage, dhritir, drishtir, matir, daksham, vision, intelligence. I can give n number of examples for this. Shri Anna, for example, Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal, is a polymath. Am I right? Means he knows many languages. How he knows many languages, for what purpose? He learned Odia and Bengali, can you imagine? At the age of some 17. For what purpose? To understand Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu literature. Okay, on those days there were no translations. Translations may not be more effective also, even if they are there. And many of the songs in Sampradaya Bhajanam, Sampradaya Bhajane are found in Telugu, therefore he learnt Telugu. Just by the drive, fundamental drive of bhakti, this bhakti, to understand Annamacharya or Chinnamaya Swami, Tyagaraja Swamigal, Bhadrachala Ramadasar, to understand their compositions, he learnt Telugu. And Tamil is his mother tongue, yet he learnt it. Okay. To understand Alvars, to understand Kamban, he learned Tamil through Kamban, for your information. How he knows all these languages, how he composes in all these languages, one may wonder. And Hindi, and Marathi. Okay. First literature which he got in his life in Marathi is Ekanath Maharaj's compositions. When he went through these compositions of Ekanath Maharaj, he gradually started to understand, even by just reading Ekanath. He did not learn from anyone, Marathi. And later, in his teen, more than teen, probably 21, 22, at that time, he got associated with the Samartha Ramadas traditions of Tanjore Ramadas traditions. There he saw the compositions of Ramdas Maharaj in Marathi. So in this way, if you go through his life, how he got all these languages and how he got the music. Did he learn music from Sarali Varsa, Janda Varsa, from some musician? No. Just by bhajanai, music came. Composed songs. And every Vasantotsava he dances. Did he learn dance from some Bharatanatyam teacher? How he danced till the age of 90. At his age of 90, in Vasantotsava, he danced the Rasa Leela in front of Krishna. Okay. How? Bhaktihi kim na karoti. Shivananda Hari says, what cannot be accomplished through bhakti? If we have Krishna bhakti, if we have Rama bhakti, nothing is unaccomplished. Nothing is unaccomplishable. Okay. That's the beauty of bhakti. Through bhakti you can achieve. See, some archaeologists, some psychologists, some sociologists in their research, they tell this. The great civilizations of the world, the great cultures of the world were built having bhakti as base. It's not a joke. Huge temples of India were made out of bhakti. The very great architecture, Shilpa Shastra of India was made of bhakti. Languages grew through bhakti. Languages grew through devotion. Whether it is Telugu or Kannada, not only Sanskrit, Tamil, all these languages of India. In fact, if you go through the Hindi Sahitya Itihas, history of Hindi literature, the golden era of Hindi literature is called as Bhakti Kal. Era of Bhakti. That was the time of Goswami Tulsidas, Surdas, Mirabai, so on and so forth. Hindi got cherished through Bhakti. If you remove Bhakti, nothing will exist. Not only in India. Not only in India. I am surprised to see some foreign researchers. While they are researching their own countries, they say, without the fundamental drive called the devotion to the Lord, the faith of God. These civilizations just could not have happened. USA thoroughly knows it. That is why, however materialistically they are growing, they made their motto as in God we trust. Whether it is followed or not, at least we can have it as motto. Okay. This is true. Based on God, the foundation, everything is standing. Just imagine, due to the Siddhivinayaka temple here, we are sitting. The drive which gives this Siddhivinayaka Mandir, other things cannot give, cannot establish that permanent system, at least a long living system, which bhakti does. How many years a long living company can exist? I'm asking this question. How many years a long living company can exist? Probably the longest company can survive up to some 70 years, maybe 70 years. But you take some monastery, I know some mutts, some ashramas, existing for thousands of years. Existing for thousands of years. Shankara Mutt, Goraknath Mutt. How? Bhakti. Bhakti is the fundamental drive. Okay. Very great systems like Tirumala or Srirangam or Melkottai or Kanchipuram. Okay. These systems are existing. The culture there is existing through Bhakti. Bhakti is the foundation. This we need to understand. Normally, governments know this, have to know this. Therefore, normally, government preserves bhakti because bhakti can lead to morality too. Okay. What is the population of India? 160 crores? Am I right? 160. 160 crores. Do you think that 160 crore people can be controlled by a constitution or a set of laws or a limited crowd of police or even military? But they are leading an orderly life. People are orderly. You see the crowd in Mumbai. You see the traffic of Bangalore. Miraculous. It is miraculous. People are not beating each other. People are not killing each other. They are walking peacefully. It all appears to be normal. Appears to be normal. If people start to beat each other in Bangalore traffic, in Mumbai crowd, no police can control. No military can control. No law can control. Government knows it. Why all of them are calm? Due to bhakti. They all are somehow associated to some faiths, some denominations, some worship, some God, and some Mahapurush, some Guru, some great soul of bhakti or jnana who represent Atmatrupti, self-contentment. Okay. So they all are controlled by that spiritual force. And government can take care in a peripheral way. That's all. The two in the countries like India, which has 160 crore people, 160 crore people. Can you run a country of 160 crore people in a democratic way. In a communistic way, you may run what China does. Okay. In a very benevolent, in a very decent, democratic way, in a friendly way, can you run a government? Democracy is considered to be ideal in general, a decent way of government. That is why we all have adopted democracy in England or in USA. Most of the developed countries are democratic. If I'm not wrong, all of the developed countries are democratic. Am I right? Must be. Why democracy we take? Please understand. Why we all are democratic? Because it's a decent way. An American thinker, his name is Thoreau, who got highly inspired by, sorry, whose inspiration, who inspired Gandhi, is Thoreau. In his book named Civil Disobedience, he says that government is the best government which governs the least. This is democracy. Whether this form is there in monarchy or democracy doesn't matter. If the government governs the least, then it is democracy. Ramarajya is that. Even though Ramarajya is monarchy, it is democratic. Because Maharshi Valmiki, while describing Ramarajya, he says, Ramo Rajyam Akarayat. He could have told Rama ruled the kingdom. Rama ruled the kingdom, Rama governed the kingdom. For that, in Sanskrit, the expression will be like Ramaha Rajyam Akarot, Ramaha Rajyam Chakare. But the expression runs in this way, Ramaha Rajyam Akarayat. In a flow, while we are reading, we may think Valmiki is telling Rama ruled the kingdom. No. You patiently look at the word. Akarayat is a niche prayoga. Passive voice, huh? Passive voice. Akarayat. Rama, how to translate it? Most of the translations are not translating in this way. They just in the flow they will tell, because it has 24,000 verses. In the speedy translation, it will run like that. Rama ruled the kingdom. Akarayat, Rama gets the kingdom governed. This has to be the right translation. Beautiful. Valmiki doesn't tell Rama governed the kingdom. Rama gets the kingdom. Rama got the kingdom governed. Because kingdom to Rama, Rashtram to Rama is organic. To Rama, Rashtra is a Devata, Rashtra Devata. It is organic. It is not a dead one, it is not inanimate. Since it is organic, it can get orderly, it can get organized by itself. The king's job is to see now and then how it is getting governed. Finished. Okay. In this way of sovereign democracy can run, that too if you have 160 crore population, by the spiritual force only. In these 160 crore people, around 60 crore people came to Kumbh Mela. How many of you have gone there? Kumbh Mela? Any of you? None. Can you imagine? 60 crore people gather in Prayagraj to have the darshanam of Ganga and Yamuna confluence. Crowd is maintained. When 60 crore people are having a dip in Ganga Mata, Ganga is not polluted. Whom to glorify? Are we to glorify the maturity of people or the government's maturity? The administration? This is something marvelous, amazing. All these things show democracy. In some context, Dr. Ambedkar says democracy is very natural to India. Very natural to India. It is true because without even a single resistance, democracy entered into India, for your information. There are so many countries where when democracy was entering, no, blacks need not have voting power, voting right. Women need not have. Downtrodden need not. Musical bards need not have voting right. They are not matured enough to vote. In this way, people resisted. Okay, let the democracy be there, but beyond that, some other rule also be there. Only with all this compromise, democracy could enter into all other countries, but in India, when democracy is supposed to enter into India, it naturally entered as if this is the nature of India. It is true that it is the nature of India because starting from the Vedas to Puranas, everywhere you see democratic elements in our rulers. How could they rule with this democracy? How could they control the people? How could they make people in orderliness? How our people are matured to be orderly even with this kind of democracy? That to 160 crore people just because of the spiritual force. The Atma Trupti, self-contentment soared by our great souls. Or devotion, what you may call as devotion. Okay. Devotion is a fundamental drive from which all these things came to Hanuman. It's not that others are weak. Jambavan, Angada, Nala, Neela, they all are sitting. Who can cross 100 yojanas? All are sitting. They are dumb. And Angada is asking, please talk about your own capabilities. There was a Vanara named Gaja. He said, I can cross 10 yojanas. Gavacha said, I can cross only 20 yojanas. Gavaya said, I can cross only 30 yojanas. It is not that they are not capable. They are also as capable as Hanuman. But the fundamental drive is not as powerful as Hanuman. When Hanuman returns, what Angada suggests? Do you know? Why to go to Rama and tell Sita is found? If Sita is found, then let us go and fight with Ravana and bring Sita to Rama. Which means, Angada was stopped later by Jambavan and Hanuman. That's a different story. Which means they all are capable of crossing 100 yojanas. It's not that they are not capable. But they got highly demotivated in this month. At the end of the month, they all are sitting with a very great demotivation. And their fundamental drive is not as powerful as Hanumanji. What is this fundamental drive? Bhakti. What is this bhakti? Are, Sri Ramachandra, my Lord is suffering without Sita. And Sita Devi is suffering without Rama. Somehow I have to unite them. I can't see them separated. When Hanuman's heart is throbbing like this, it motivates him to cross 100 yojanas. It becomes possible for him to cross. Today morning only I said, you go to Jhansi. Hope you know Jhansi, a city in India. And you can see that huge wall. Unbelievable. This is the wall which Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai jumped with her galloping horse, having the child on the back. Can anybody believe? Like Hanuman crossing 100 yojanas. Such a huge wall. How could she? Just in a single leap, single jump. What force she had. It's not just a physical might. It is that a throbbing tendency, not tendency, throbbing spirit to save the nation. It is that Desha Bhakti. Why nation? Why nation is so great? It is to save the dharma in nation. Otherwise, nation is not great. Even who can be a better patriot than Hitler? Patriotism is not so great, for your information. Patriotism becomes great due to dharma. We need a place where dharma can dwell. Therefore, I love this place because this is the place which is chosen by dharma to dwell. And I can't give up this place at any cost. This is Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. This fundamental drive made her to jump to the huge wall of that fort to fight. That's the thing. And what is the fundamental drive? It is what is found in that flag. Which flag? Not here. Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai's flag. What is there in the flag? What was there in the flag of Jhansi Rani Lakshmi? Anybody knows? Hanuman. A Hanuman form, Hanuman ji ke roop. Hanuman was found in the flag of Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. The force comes from that. The force came to Samartha Ramadas from Hanuman. Through Samartha Ramadas, it went to Shivaji Maharaj. Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai is nothing but almost a great granddaughter of Shivaji. Hope you know the stories. See how the power comes. Power comes through bhakti. Therefore, Aho Swamini Te Bhaktihi. Based on this bhakti, Hanuman crosses the ocean. And in between, whatever hurdles come, all those things he wins, he conquers. Okay. Today is a satsang in Siddhivinayaka Swami temple. We need not cross 100 yojanas ocean and all. Today is a satsang, someone is coming and going to talk about Hanumanji, some Sundarakanda Katha. Then, if my devotion is true, somehow I will be impelled to come here, in spite of all of my hindrances. Okay. If I'm not much interested in that katha, I may tell, okay, I started, but it was Rahu Gala. The lizard is not making sound. So many things I can tell for excuse. In Tamil, there is a saying, Manam irundal margam undu. Okay. There is willpower. If I resolve, who can stop? I resolve. There is a need of temple here. Few trustees, few people, not trustees, they thought there is a need of a temple here. There are hurdles. If we are afraid of the hurdles, if we are afraid of the hindrance to any work, there will be hurdles. If we are afraid of that hindrances, then we will not develop the temple. But some people, in spite of their day-to-day routine and job, they take that resolve. Okay, let us make this temple. Then they make a trust. trustees, and they bring the people together and they make this temple. The whole thing is coming, and the idols are coming, and the pujari is coming, priest is coming from Kanchipuram, yes, okay, Ekamreshwar Sanadi, okay. Many things come, many things come, but the fundamental drive is bhakti. If our bhakti is true, all the hindrances will go away. That is what hindrances of various kind. Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, Adi Daivika. Adi Bhautika hindrance is this one. Mainaka mountain. Mainaka mountain says, my dear Hanuman, have rest here and go. Hanuman is obsessed with his mission. Yes. Okay. I need to see Sita Devi. And I must console Sri Ramachandra. I can't take rest here, but I will not insult this old man. Mainaka is elderly to me. Therefore, with a very great respect, he touches the peak of the mountain and says, Sir, I will come later. This is Adi Bhautika. Adi Bhautika means the hindrance from nature. Adi Daivika, the hindrances created by gods and goddesses. Nagamata comes, Surasa. Surasa comes and stops. Hey, Hanuman, you can't go beyond me. This is the boon granted to me by Brahmadeva. Hanuman could have insulted her, but Hanuman, knowing that she is a goddess, Hanuman just plays with her, magnifies his form. Surasa grows her mouth bigger than the form of Hanuman. Unexpectedly, Hanuman becomes tiny and enters into the mouth and comes out. Amma, your boon is fulfilled. Let me take leave of you. In this gentle way, we need to handle Adi Daivika and Adi Bhautika with respect, with a gentle way. But if some evil force is hindering us, you may call it as Adhyasurika, can be. Let us coin this term. Some evil force is hindering. Who is that? Simmika. She comes and hinders. There Hanuman is behaving in a very forcible way. He just pierces the chest of Simmika and comes out. Destroys Simmika and comes out. Move with the hindrance created by nature and the celestials in a very calm way. But when you recognize that some evil force is creating hindrance, you just conquer it, fight against it, destroy it. And after destroying Simhika, he comes to the shore. He is standing in Lanka. Then comes again an Adi Bhautika hindrance. What is that? In the seashore, he is getting relaxed, seeing the ocean, and also seeing the moon that is dawning from the ocean. Hanuman is highly poetic. He has a deep aesthetic sense. He is a good connoisseur, rasika. Therefore, he starts to enjoy that moon. Today is full moon day. Moon is like a conch, Shankaprabham. Kshiram Runala Varnam. Moon is like a solidified milk, Teratikpal. And the moon is like the lotus stem, Brunala. Moon is like a white swan. This waxing moon is climbing. After enjoying moon for a while, he thinks, hey, I did not come here to enjoy this Chandra. I came here to serve Ramachandra. It's already time. I need to enter into Lanka. Miles to go before I sleep. Therefore, he enters into Lanka. This is again Adi Bhautika hinder. just staying somewhere and seeing, watching without forgetting the action in front of us. It is required, of course, for our relaxation. But we can't get stuck in that. For a while, we may enjoy the moon and we should come back. Okay. So, next hindrance. Again, Adhyasurika. What is that? Langini. Attahasam vimunchanti nari kapi uttita puraha. The presiding deity of Lanka, she is standing in a very attahas way. She is stopping Hanuman. A tiny Hanuman who resembles a pussycat is about to enter into Lanka, but she is seeing that Hanuman with her coconut like eyes. Hey, who are you? Hanuman is seeing like this. I am a tourist. I heard that Lanka is beautiful, therefore I have come here to see Lanka. It's okay, but why did you come at night? I did not come at night. When I came, night has arrived. You can't enter into Lanka without my permission. Hanuman turned his deaf ears and he is planning to enter, but Lankini with his two hands bet Hanuman. Thought Hanuman must have become chutney. He's a tiny in form, right? But Hanuman magnified his form, grows and grows. And now Hanuman sees Lankini like this. She is a puny fellow in front of Hanuman. Therefore, he developed a compassion. Kripam chakara tejasvi manyamanaha striyam tutam. She is a woman. Therefore, I should behave in a gentle way. But if I shall not beat her, she will not allow me inside. But if I beat her, she will die. What to do? Generally, these kinds of beings are called as nuisance. Okay. With a very great care, I shall beat her. I shall beat her. Probably by my left hand. Vamahastasya saha angulihi. Just with a few fingers, not with all fingers. And with his few fingers, he just touched that Lankini. Lankini fell down and said to Hanuman, please enter into Lanka. This Lanka belongs to you. Hanuman enters into Lanka in search of Sita. Everywhere he searched for Sita, especially in the harem of Ravana. Again, there is a Adi Bhautika hindrance. What is that? He entered into the dining hall and the kitchen of Ravana. So many food items are found. He could have eaten all those food, laddus and jangris and jalopis, even non-veg is found there. He could have eaten all those things, but he doesn't have interest because his mind is searching for Sita. The goal is important here. I should not waste my time here. Neither I have mood. Suddenly a thought came to him, Arey, in the Zenana of Ravana, I saw many women lying. Seeing them in such a temperament, lying there, is it not adharmic? Is it not an adharma? Punaranya manasvinaha. When the mind is thinking like that, the antarhridayam, the intuition in Hanuman tells, no, this is not adharma because your intention is pure. You are searching for Sita, not these women. Sita can be only searched among women. Point number one. Point number two, even though your eyes are seeing all these women, your mind is perfectly under your control. That is Hanuman. Therefore, you have not committed adharma. Jihopasta jayo dhritihi. Among the senses, the most unconquerable senses are two. One this mind, another one tongue. Okay, Hanuman has controlled both, which means he has controlled all other senses. He is a Jitendriya. So, in this way, he conquered again the Adibhautika hindrance. Finally comes the greatest hindrance. Adibhautika hindrance one can conquer. Adidevika hindrance one can conquer. Adhyasurika hindrance also one can conquer. But not Adhyatmika hindrance. What is this Adhyatmika hindrance? Hindrance created by me, not by the external world. Somehow despondency came to me. Somehow I have got demotivated. Somehow I don't like this life. Okay, I lost my interest in my jobs and missions and task. My fundamental drive has gone. I am sitting with the disinterest. Sometimes people behave in that way. Hanuman also got it. Hanuman, not we. A very long chapter in Sundarakanda, 13th, yeah? 13th chapter, Trayodashas Sargaha. The whole of the 13th chapter, very long chapter. I don't know why. Hanuman is going on thinking negatively, negative wave after negative wave. I have searched for Sita nook and corner. I couldn't get her. Probably she might have lost her life in separation of Ramachandra. I have never left any place here. How can I go and see Ramachandra? How can I report to Ramachandra? Ramachandra is living for Sita Devi. If I go and tell that I couldn't find Sita, Rama will lose his life. And Rama is the life of Lakshmana. Therefore, Lakshmana also will lose his life. If Rama and Lakshmana are not going to return to Ayodhya, Bharata swore to fall in the fire. Therefore, Bharata will fall in the fire, followed by Shatrughna. In this way, I will be responsible for the death of all these great princes. And Sugriva, the man of gratitude, will lose his life. And there are great souls like Jambavan among the Vanara, in the Vanara clan. They all will lose their life without Sugriva. This will be a very great disaster. What to do? Probably, shall I lose my life before their deaths? Is that the solution? I don't know who asked her to think like this. Why Hanuman is going on contemplating like this? Going into the depth of misery, plunging into the ocean of misery. At the end of this chapter, suddenly some intuition comes to his mind. While I started this journey, I bowed down to my father, Vayu Bhagavan, my guru, Surya Devata, and my boon giver God, Swayambhu, Brahmadeva. But I missed a very important thing. The one whom I am searching for herself is a goddess. Without her grace, I cannot find her. Devyai cha tasyai janakatmajayai. Therefore, Hanuman in his heart meditates upon that goddess, Sita Devi. Namostu Ramaya Salakshmanaya He is meditating upon Ramachandra and Lakshmana as the parivar of Sita Devi. Ya Rakshita Raghava Lakshmana Bhyam. They are the, what to say, guardians or gatekeepers of the Devi in this temple. This is a special temple, temple of Sita. Normally in all temples, Rama is in center. But there are rare temples in India where Sita is in center. Even in the Murti Puja of house, there are rare idols where Sita is kept in center. This is also a form of worship in our agamas or tantras. But it is very rare. In some houses I have seen, in some temples I have seen. For that, this shloka is the pramana. And in prakaram, the course in which we circumambulate the deities, okay, in that prakaram, all other gods are standing. Namostu Rudrendra Yamanilebhyaha. Namostu Chandrar Kamarudganebhyaha. Rudra Indra Yama Anila. Anila means Vayu. Mitra Varuna Arka. Arka is sun. Surya Chandra. Marudgana. All these devatas are found in the prakaras. When Sita Devi is dwelling in the sanctum sanctorium, this is the meditation of Hanuman. Hanuman builds this temple in his meditation. He is not praying, please reveal me, please reveal Sita Devi, or please reveal yourself. Even that is not found here. He is just saluting, that's all. He is just prostrating before Sita Devi. It's a mental namaskara. When he opens his eyes, Samuhurtam iva dhyatva, after this meditation, Manasa cha adhigamyatayam, Disha sarvaha samalokye hi ashokavanikam prati. When he opens his eyes, he saw that great Devi. Not Devi, Ashokavana, Ashoka grove. Wow! This is the only place which is left in Lanka. I don't know how I have left it. Everything is searched. Let me go to this Ashokavana and search for Sita Devi. That's how he enters into this Ashokavana. What does it convey? To conquer the hurdle, this is a psychological hurdle. This is called as Adhyatma hurdle. Okay, Adhyatmika hurdle. To conquer this kind of psychological despondency or hurdle or demotivation, Atma Balam is important. The drive should come from our Ishtadevata. The drive should come from our Bhagavan. Here that goddess is Sita herself. Okay. When we are in despondency, we need to think on the Bhagavan within. Hanuman within. So from that Hanumanji, the drive can come. Yes. Nunam Sakshyama Jeevitum. Let us proceed in our life. That's how Hanuman is coming out. Sometimes we feel we are drowning and drowning and drowning to the depth of the ocean of misery. We are touching as if the land in that huge ocean. Okay. How to come out, how to come across, how to come out of that ocean of misery. Holding the support, the fundamental drive. What is the support? God. Bhagavan is the support. Holding that support, we just return back. This is what Hanuman is doing here. Fine. The same Sita is doing. See, in the same kanda, there are two contexts of despondency. Such a great wonder. Sita Devi is about to commit suicide. This is horrible. Terrible. because she was tortured by Ravana and Rakshasis like anything. In solitude, she cries, she laments, and the lament ends with the plan to suicide. She was about to take her long lock and tie in her neck, fixing that to the tree. But at that time, because she lost that fundamental drive. What's the drive? Drive sowed by our ancestors, our elders in our heart. Very important drive. What is the drive? Dharma guards its guardian. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. See, through some fundamental drive, the life has to run. In that foundation, our ancestors sowed the seed. Dharma guards its guardian is a fundamental drive of any Hindu, any Sanatani. To sow this seed, we are indebted to our ancestors. And Sita developed doubt regarding that. Will Dharma protect me? If Dharma is not going to protect me, what is the meaning of Dharma protecting me in this context? If Dharma is true, if Dharma protects me, then I should get reunited with Rama. For all these days, I am waiting, believing that Dharma will reunite me with Rama. But now I have lost the faith. If Dharma is not going to reunite me with Rama, then why should I live at all? Let me lose my life. For that I shall commit suicide. This is what Sita thinks, Sita plans. But finally, what happens? Hanuman comes there. Hanuman sings Rama Katha. Sita listens to it. Now Sita says, Kalyani bata gatheyam laukiki pratibhatima yeti jivantamanandaha naram varsha satadapi. Dharma guards its guardian. This is the saying of our elders, the great souls. And this is true. I have experienced this in my life. If Dharma is not true, Hanuman could not have come here at this juncture. This is what Sita feels. Tavattvaham duta jijivisheyam yavat pravrittim shuniyam priyasya. I still survive, only hoping that some message will be coming from Sri Ramachandra. This is what Sita says. The message came in the form of the ring, Anguliyakam, which is decked with the Rama Nama. Okay. This is the role of Hanuman here. Hanuman is a messenger as well as a guru, because guru offers mantra to the Shishya. Hanuman offers Rama mantra, Rama Nama decked ring to Sita Devi and boosts her energy. Okay, surely Rama will come and take you after killing Ravana. Hanumanji motivates. And finally, getting the crust jewel from Sita Devi, he destroys Ashoka Grove and the Rakshasas there, advising Ravana to give back Sita. And then he comes back to Ramachandra. He reports this, he submits this crust jewel to Ramachandra. And also reports how he saw Sita and what Sita was telling, all those Chitrakuta incidents, Kakasura incidents, Hanumanji is reporting to Rama. On hearing all these things, Rama hugs Hanuman, Nakurmi Sadrisam Priyam. My dear Hanuman, I can't repay to the service rendered by you, to the devotion which you have, I am indebted forever. In this, with this feel, Rama is hugging Hanuman. Hanuman also hugs Ramachandra, which means Rama is in the hold of Hanuman. According to Rama, Rama feels that I have submitted myself to Hanuman because I am in the hold of Hanuman. But Hanuman feels I am in the hold of Rama and this is my submission to Rama. In this way, Hanumanji is within Rama and Rama is within Hanuman. And we are also within Rama and Hanuman. And Rama are also within us. With this great feeling of devotion, let us conclude the session. This is the crux of Sundarakanda. So, with all these things, we understand at least if the drop of devotion which Hanuman has as the drive in our life, we also can manifest various potentials for the sake of Ramachandra. Jai Shri Ram.
After Ji beautifully introduced Dr. Ranganji earlier, I just wanted to add